Hey, what's up? Welcome to my channel. Today we're watching Casablanca or Casablanca. I should have looked up the pronunciation before I started this. I'm so sorry.
Casablanca.
Everybody suggested this when I watched When Harry Met Sally, and I've also always wanted to watch this one. It was always on my list of the movies that I wanted to do on this channel. And I think Harry and Sally might have ruined the ending for me. Because I don't know the context, I didn't really understand what they were talking about. But if I figure out what they were talking about when I'm watching this movie, then maybe, I guess, they've ruined the ending for me. I'm not really sure. But one thing that I do know about Casablanca, years ago, I saw this SNL skit. So many movies that I've found out about because of SNL. This was one of those. I saw this SNL skit with Kate McKinnon and I think it was J.K. Simmons with her. I don't remember much of the skit now because I saw it years ago, but she just kept saying like, no, Richard, no. The way she said it was so funny that it just stuck in my head. She just kept doing like, no, Richard. I think she wanted to get on the flight and he was kind of not letting her go, or maybe just talking about why he was letting her go. I don't remember what exactly he was doing, but she was just really eager to get on that flight. It's a really funny skit if you haven't seen it, because I haven't seen the movie, but I still found it really funny. And I'm really looking forward to watching it again after I see the movie, because I think it would be even funnier. And with that, let's watch Casablanca. Oh, and you said that if I don't have much knowledge of this part of the war, because it's during that time, that I might miss something, and I was thinking I would read up on it, and then I forgot. I just remembered it now, that some comments said that I might not be able to get a few things if I don't know about this particular part of the war, which they're gonna show in the movie apparently, something like that. I'm so sorry. I was just gonna talk about the music, but the music sounds really nice.
Many eyes in imprisoned Europe turned hopefully or desperately toward the freedom of the Americas. A tortuous, roundabout refugee trail sprang up. Across the Mediterranean to Oran, to Casablanca in French Morocco. Here, the fortunate ones might obtain exit visas and scurry to Lisbon. The others wait in Casablanca and wait and wait.
Oh.
Two German couriers carrying important official documents murdered on train from Oran.
How do you decide which ones you're gonna, the people in the suit? The suit and hat, those are the people that they took with them.
These papers expired 3 weeks ago. You have to come along.
Oh my God. Is this the guy you were looking for?
What's going on there?
I don't know, my dear. This place is full of vultures everywhere.
Are you by any chance one of them?
Waiter!
Yeah, that guy took your wallet.
Perhaps tomorrow we'll be on the plane.
Okay, I didn't know about this, but they did a pretty good job of explaining it.
Unoccupied France welcomes you to Casablanca.
Thank you, Captain. It's very good to be here.
You may find the climate of Casablanca a trifle warm, Major.
You know already who the murderer is.
Good. Is he in custody?
Oh, there's no hurry. Tonight he'll be at Bricks.
If you know who the murderer is, why are you rounding up the other guys?
It had to be you.
Is Richard?
Be glad just to be sad. I love you, still have to be you. Wonderful you, had to be you. I'll never get out of here. I'll die in Casablanca.
Everybody sells diamonds. There are diamonds everywhere. 2,400.
Wow. Diamonds are really expensive now, though.
It leaves at 1 tomorrow night, here from the end of La Medina, the third boat.
From the outside, it looked like everybody was enjoying their time in this place, and you look closely and you listen to their conversations, and everybody's just having an awful time, just trying to get out of here, get money, stressing about one thing or another.
Will you ask Rick if he'll have a drink with us?
Madam, he never drinks with customers. The leading banker in Amsterdam is now the pastry chef in our kitchen. And his father is the bellboy.
Who is this Rick? I'm curious. Is this Rick?
I'm sorry, sir. This is a private room. These gentlemen...
I have been in every damn room between Honolulu and Berlin.
Your cash is good at the bar.
Rick is cool, man.
You thought what?
What right do I have to think?
Oh my god.
You object to the kind of business I do, huh?
But think of all those
What kind of
poor
business do you
refugees
do?
who must rot in this place if I didn't help them.
Ah, okay.
Is that so parasitic?
I don't mind a parasite. I object to a cut-rate one.
Letters of transit signed by General Vegan. Adio, Casablanca.
Oh.
Just because you despise me, you are the only one I trust. Will you keep these for me, please?
Honestly, he feels like the kind of person I would trust too, because he's just so honest about everything.
Yeah, I heard a rumor those 2 German couriers were carrying letters of transit. I am a little more impressed with you.
He did that? Oh, they said the killer would be at Rick's place.
How much trouble?
A lot of trouble.
Knock on wood. Who's unlucky?
Is this a safe place?
Who's got nothing? How much nothing?
Too much nothing.
That's the way we're gonna stay, so knock on wood.
I knocked on this.
Knock on wood.
Oh, the song.
I'd like to buy your cafe.
It's not for sale.
Haven't heard my offer.
It's not for sale at any price.
Suppose we ask Sam. Maybe he'd like to make a change.
Suppose we do. You'll double what I pay you.
Yeah, but I ain't got time to spend the money I make here.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I love how he just...
Will I see you tonight?
I never make plans that far ahead. If you're going home, you've had a little too much to drink. Gosh, and be sure she gets home.
Yes, boss.
And come right back.
Yes, boss. How extravagant you are, throwing away women like that. Someday they may be scarce.
Another plane leaving Casablanca. Do you want to get on that plane too? I think you can. No?
I've often speculated on why you don't return to America. Did
Yeah,
you
I'm also
abscond with the church
speculating
funds?
that.
A gentleman inside has won 20,000 francs. And the cashier would like some money.
We're going to make an arrest in your cafe.
I stick my neck out for nobody.
Wise foreign policy.
And Rick is a very interesting person.
We wanted to be here when we make the arrest. A little demonstration of the efficiency of my administration.
I see. And what's Strasser doing here?
As a matter of fact, I wanted to give you a word of advice. He will offer a fortune to anyone who'll furnish him with an exit visa.
Well, what's his name?
Victor Laszlo.
He succeeded in impressing half the world.
Who is he?
This is the end of the chase.
20,000 francs says it isn't.
There is no exit visa for him.
Louis, whatever gave you the impression that I might be interested in helping Laszlo escape?
In 1936, you fought in Spain on the loyalist side. In Casablanca, I am master of my fate. I am
Major
Captain...
Strasser is here, sir.
There you were saying.
Excuse me.
Not when Major Strasser is around. Other than that, he's the master of his own fate.
I have already given him the best, knowing he is German and would take it anyway.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Captain.
Won't you join us?
Thank you. In a few minutes, you'll see the arrest of the man who murdered your couriers.
I expected no less, Captain.
May I first please cash my chips?
That's very nice of them to let him cash his chips first.
When they come to get me, Rick, I hope you'll be more of a help.
I'd stick my neck out for nobody.
I don't think he would have been able to do anything anyway in that situation.
This is Major Heinrich Strasser of the Third Reich.
Please join us, Mr. Rick.
But he doesn't drink with his customers.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Unofficially, of course.
Make it official if you like.
What is your nationality?
He doesn't care.
I'm a drunkard.
Are you one of those people who cannot imagine the Germans in their beloved Paris?
Can you imagine us in London?
When you get there, ask me.
I like his answers.
Richard Blaine, American, age 37, cannot return to his country.
Why?
The reason is a little vague. An enemy of the Reich has come to Casablanca, and we are checking up on anybody who can be of any help to us.
Really want to see that guy.
In this case, you have no sympathy for the fox, huh?
Not particularly.
Of course, one must admit he has great courage.
Was Victor Laszlo by any chance a real person? Because I feel like I've heard that name, or maybe I've heard the character's name.
You see, Major, you have nothing to worry about, Rick.
Nah, I don't think he was a real person. I guess I know the name because maybe they were talking about him in When Harry Met Sally. What is that sound? Do you recognize him? No? Do people know his face?
2 Cointreaus, please. Tell monsieur. Perhaps you got this in some other part of the cafe.
The ring is quite unique.
Oh, yes, I'm very interested. I'll meet you in a few minutes at the bar. No, I don't think we want to buy the ring, but thank you for showing it to us.
Wow.
Monsieur Laszlo, is it not?
I hope you'll forgive me, Captain. The present French administration hasn't always been so cordial. Won't you join us?
If you will permit me. Oh, no, Emil,
I
please.
didn't think they would just know his face and would be talking to him like that. I really...
Boy was playing the piano. Somewhere I've seen him.
He's seen you guys too.
I should be in love with Rick, but what a fool I am.
I've seen this actress.
You were Czechoslovakian. Now you are a subject of the German Reich.
And I'm now on French soil. Is it you or all that we come to your office?
Let us say it is my request. That is a much more pleasant word.
This time they really mean to stop me.
Victor, I'm afraid for you.
This place is really nice. Most of the people in this place, because of the time and situation they're in, they have so many things in their head that they're worried about. But if you're like really chill and you have no worries in the world, this place is super nice.
I recognize you from the news photographs, Monsieur Laszlo.
Oh,
The concentration camp
okay.
is up to lose a little weight.
He's under arrest for murder. He was arrested here tonight. Tomorrow night there's a meeting at the Cavern du Roi.
Will you ask the piano player to come over here, please?
Very well, mademoiselle.
Do you really want to find out where you've seen him? I want to know too.
Excuse me,
And
gentlemen.
my bill.
No, 2 champagne cocktails, please.
It's been a long
Oh,
time.
you recognize where
Yes,
you've
ma'am.
seen him.
Where is Rick?
I don't know. I ain't seen him all night. He went home.
Why are you lying?
You used to be a much better liar, Sam.
Where have I seen her? I've seen her in something.
Play as time goes by.
Well, I can't remember it myself.
Sing it, Sam.
You loved Rick?
Fundamental things apply.
All right, this is a love triangle thing, isn't it? There he is.
No matter what the future brings.
That's why the guy said that you maybe try to help. Because of her, maybe he would try to help Victor.
Won't you join us for a drink?
Oh, no, Rick, never.
Thanks, I will.
Well, a precedent is being broken.
That guy just sat there. They're totally ignoring him.
She was asking about you earlier, Rick, in a way that made me extremely jealous.
I wasn't sure you were the same.
They really don't care about what you're saying, bro. Shh.
That was the day the Germans marched into Paris.
Not an easy day to forget.
Ricky, you're becoming quite human. I suppose we have to thank you for that, mademoiselle.
I hope we didn't overstay our welcome.
Not at all.
Your check, sir.
Don't let me,
My
please.
party.
Another president gone.
There's still nobody in the world who can play as time goes by like Sam.
That was beautiful. I wanted to hear the whole thing as time goes by.
What sort is he?
Oh, I really can't say, though. I saw him quite often in Paris.
Say it out loud. What you're thinking. You're thinking about what's the relationship between these two? Okay, see, he kept saying, I don't stick my neck out for anybody, but for her, he would definitely try to help, right?
Ain't you planning on going to bed in the near future?
No.
You ever going to bed?
No.
Please, boss, let's go. Ain't nothing but trouble for you here.
Coming back. I know she's coming back.
He's so worried about him. And I feel like he's rightly worried, I feel like.
It's December 1941 in Casablanca. What time is it in New York?
What?
It's December 1941 in New York. What did you do in America? Why can't you go back there?
Was that your plane?
Or just a little something on my own.
Oh, stop it. You know what I want to hear.
As time goes by, I did want to hear it again. Thank you, Rick. I feel like I'm gonna be listening to this song a lot. It's so beautiful. Flashback? Whoa!
Who are you really, and what were you before?
We said no questions.
Here's looking at you, kid.
Frank, for your thoughts.
In America, they'd bring only a penny.
Why, there is no other man in my life. There was. He's dead.
What happened to you two? Why is she not there with you? Why is she with Victor? Not that I hate Victor or anything, but just what happened? The Germans came, what then?
Stuttgart, Allemagne. Français, Parisien.
Richard, they'll find out your record. It won't be safe for you here.
I'm on that blacklist already.
Situations like this is so scary when you know your city's going to be under somebody's control very soon. Like, things like that keep happening all over the world, and it's such a scary thought.
Said he'll water his garden with champagne before he let the Germans drink it. He's looking at you, kid.
He's gonna say it to her again in Casablanca when she comes back. He's waiting for her to come back, and when she comes back, he's gonna say it again. Here's still looking at you, kid.
Paris.
Oh, that's so scary.
They say they expect to be in Paris tomorrow.
Where were you, say, 10 years ago?
10 years ago. Yes, I was having a brace put on my teeth.
He said no questions.
I'm getting closer every minute.
Well, be serious, darling. You are in danger, and you must leave Paris.
No. We must leave.
Yes, of course. I have things to do in the city before I leave. I'll meet you at the station.
Is she not going to come? She's hesitating.
That's too far ahead to plan.
Yes, I guess it is a little too far ahead.
I don't think she wants to go with you.
Hey, what's wrong, kid?
I love you so much.
But I can't go with you?
I mean, if something should keep us apart, and wherever I'll be, I want you to know that. Kiss me as if it were the last time.
She knows it's the last time. She's not gonna be at the station, right? You gotta get on that train.
This note came just after you left.
Can I go with you? See, I knew it. Yeah, if it wasn't for this note, he might not have gotten on the train, and he would have tried to stay and figure out what happened to her. He would not have left her behind. But she told him, I can't go with you, so there is no reason to stay, even though he wants to. Why? We're back to the present. Oh, he doesn't know why, so we don't know why. Is she in Alfred Hitchcock movie? Maybe that's where I've seen her. I can't.
Rick, I have to talk to you.
Now I remember. I forgot the movie's name, but I know where I've seen her.
Why did you have to come to Casablanca? There are other places.
I wouldn't have come if I'd known that you were here. I can understand how you feel.
You understand how I feel. A wow finish. A guy standing on a station platform in the rain with a comical look on his face because his insides have been kicked out.
And that would hurt so much. Are you going to tell us your story?
It's about a girl who had just come to Paris from her home in Oslo. She met a man about whom she had heard her whole life, and she looked up to him and worshipped him.
As a matter of fact, I've heard a lot of stories in my time. Mister, I met a man once when I was a kid. It always begins. Who was it you left me for? Was it Laszlo, or were there others in between? Or aren't you the kind that tell?
Oh man, he had such a big shield on his heart, the way he was talking to everybody, and now he's just broken.
If Rick has the letters, he's much too smart to let you find them there.
As to Laszlo, we want him watched 24 hours a day.
Did you have a good night's rest?
I slept very well.
That's strange. Nobody is supposed to sleep well in Casablanca.
Well, she didn't.
It is my duty to see that you stay in Casablanca. It is possible that Laszlo will receive a visa.
I'm afraid not. My regrets, monsieur.
Well,
He'll
perhaps
find
you
a
like
way.
it in Casablanca.
Or you may leave for Lisbon tomorrow, on one condition.
On what condition?
That is,
If you will furnish me with their names and their exact whereabouts, you will have your visa in the morning. You will give us the names?
No.
if I didn't give them to you in a concentration camp, I certainly won't give them to you now.
You said the enemies of the Reich could all be replaced. But there's one exception. No one could take your place.
You won't dare to interfere with me here. This is still unoccupied France.
I believe you have a message for him.
Nothing important.
He wouldn't give it to
May I speak to
you.
him now?
Senor Ugarte is dead.
Oh, really? Or are you just bluffing?
Are you quite finished with us?
For the time being.
Good day.
Another visa problem has come up.
Show her in.
Yes.
Who? Ah, not important.
This is a job for Senor Ferrari.
Ferrari?
It can be most helpful to know Senor Ferrari.
Yeah, don't be too downhearted. Perhaps you can come to terms with Captain Reno.
Thank you very much, Senor.
The news about Ugarte upsets me very much.
You're a fat hypocrite. You don't feel any sorrier for Ugarte than I do.
No one knows where those letters of transit are.
Oh.
You'll make a fortune.
He knows.
So could I, and I'm a poor businessman.
I have a proposition for whoever has those letters.
Oh, he knows he has the letters, of course.
Senor Ferrari's the fat gent at the table.
Only 700 francs.
You're being cheated.
Did I say 700 francs? You can have it for 200. Our special friends of Rick's, we have a special discount of 100 francs.
Well, you can tell me now. I'm reasonably sober.
I don't think I will, Rick.
She's not in the mood to tell you now, I guess.
The Rick I knew in Paris, I could tell him he'd understand.
Did you run out on me because you couldn't take it, because you knew what it would be like? Hiding from the police, running away all the time? All the same, someday you'll lie to Laszlo. You'll be there.
Victor Laszlo is my husband. And was, even when I knew you in Paris.
Oh? What?
Unfortunately, I'm not able to help him. It must be worth my life to do anything for Monsieur Laszlo. You, however, are a different matter.
You mean for me to go on alone?
And only alone.
We're only interested in 2 visas, senor.
Please, Ilsa, don't be hasty.
No, Victor, no.
Notorious! That was the name of the movie. I know she's been in a lot of movies, but that's the movie that I know.
If I had to stay and there were only visa for 1, would you take it?
Yes, I would.
No, you would not.
When I was sick in Marseille and held you up for 2 weeks and you were in danger every minute of the time, why didn't you leave me then?
More than 50 francs.
Why were you with Rick then? You seem to love him too. She would tell us.
Good luck, but be careful. You know that you're being shadowed?
Of course, it becomes an instinct.
Those letters were not found on Ogati when they arrested him.
You know where they are?
Not for sure, monsieur. It is worth a chance.
Thank you very much.
So now they go to Rick. She was not happy to hear his name. It's like, Rick again? She probably doesn't want to hurt him more. Oh my god, this guy.
You are getting to be your best customer.
I told my men to be especially destructive. You know how that impresses Germans?
I thought she was the leading lady.
What I said is none of your business. I will make it my business.
Ooh. Ooh.
I don't like disturbances in my place. I either lay off politics or get out.
Captain, are you entirely certain which side you're on?
I blow with the wind.
It is too dangerous if you let him go. It may be too dangerous if you let him stay.
I see what you mean.
Have a brandy with us.
To celebrate our leaving for America tomorrow.
I thought you would ask me, so I brought the good brandy.
The days came.
Oh my god, why are they so happy? Is something gonna go wrong? Why do they keep repeating that they're going to America? Is something gonna go wrong?
To America.
How's Lady Luck treating you? Oh, too bad.
Could I speak to you for just a moment, please?
How'd you get in here? You're underage.
Is he trustworthy? Is his word?
Where's your husband?
At the roulette table.
So you decided to go to America.
Yes. And then Captain Renault sees us. And he is so kind.
You want to know?
Will he keep his word?
He always has.
Oh.
And he never knew. And the girl kept this bad thing locked in her heart. That would be all right, wouldn't it? Oh, but if Jan should find out. He is such a boy.
Okay.
Everybody in Casablanca has problems. Yours may work out. You'll excuse me.
Thank you, sir.
Hit a nerve there.
Could we have a table close to him?
As far away from Major Strasse as possible.
I'll have Sam play As Time Goes By. I believe that's your favorite tune.
Thank you.
I love that song. I love that song so much. It's so beautiful. I'm in love with this song. Are you here to help Jan win?
You tried 22 tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Leave it there.
Nice.
Pas de deux, noir, père et part.
Cash it in and don't come back.
That's sure this place is honest?
As honest as a day's long. We'll be there at 6. I'll be there at 10. I'm very happy for both of you.
Boss, you've done a beautiful thing.
Everybody who works for him is really awesome too.
As I suspected, you're a rank sentimentalist.
I wonder if I could talk to you.
Go ahead.
Well, isn't there some other place? It's rather confidential what I have to say. You know what it means to the work, to the lives of thousands and thousands of people. That I'll be free to reach America and continue my work. You fought against the fascists in Spain.
That was the
What of
past.
it? Are you enough of a businessman to appreciate an offer of 100,000 francs?
I appreciate it, but I don't accept it.
There must be some reason why you won't let me have them.
There is. I suggest that you ask your wife.
Play La Marseillaise. Play it.
Oh my god. Victor guy is really awesome. Wow. That gave me chills. He's angry. He's so angry though. What you gonna do?
I advise that this place be shut up at once.
Shut up.
Everybody's having such a good time. This cafe is closed until further notice. Clear the room at once. I'm shocked to find that gambling is going on in here.
You're winning, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Everybody.
This guy.
Return to occupied France.
Occupied France?
Under safe conduct from me.
Shut up.
My dear mademoiselle, perhaps you have already observed that in Casablanca, human life is cheap.
What happened with Rick?
We'll discuss it later.
Yeah, bro, you're doing a really good job being discreet.
After Major Strasser's warning tonight, I'm frightened.
Tell you the truth, I'm frightened too. Apparently he has the letters.
Yes?
But no intention of selling them. He said, ask your wife.
Hmm.
And our friend outside will think we've retired by now. When I was in a concentration camp. Were you lonely in Paris?
Oh, okay. He was in the concentration camp at that time.
Is there anything you wish to tell me?
No, Victor, there isn't. Victor, whatever I do, will you believe that
You don't even have to say it.
Be careful.
Of course I'll be careful.
Don't die, Victor. He's not gonna die, is he? Whenever there's like a love triangle thing, somebody either dies, gets out of the picture somehow. And in this scenario, the only way a person would get out of the picture is by dying. Where are you going? To Rick?
How long can I afford to stay closed?
2 weeks, maybe 3.
In the meantime, everybody stays on salary.
Thank you, Eric. Then I am going to the meeting.
Now, don't tell me where you're going.
To the meeting where Victor and Laszlo is? She's already in there? Oh my god. Did she climb in through the window?
The stairs from the street.
Your unexpected visit isn't connected by any chance with the letters of transit. What an important cause he's fighting for.
It was your cause, too.
I'm the only cause I'm interested in.
He became like that after she left him. He's got cold-hearted.
I wouldn't bring up Paris if I were you. It's poor salesmanship.
Please listen to me. God. Happen if you only knew the truth.
I wouldn't believe you no matter what you told me.
But I still want to know what actually... The truth. Come on.
There's so much at stake. All you can think of is your own feeling. You are our last hope. If you don't help us, Victor Laszlo will die in Casablanca.
What of it?
Come on, man.
All right. I tried to reason with you. Put them on the table.
No. Go ahead and shoot. You'll be doing me a favor.
She's not gonna shoot.
I tried to stay away. I thought I would never see you again. The day you left Paris.
Guess what?
If you knew what I went through. Just a 2-line item in the paper. Victor Laszlo apprehended, sent to concentration camp. For months I tried to get word. Then it came. He was dead, shot, trying to escape.
Why did you keep your marriage a secret?
Oh, it wasn't my secret, Richard. That was his way of protecting me. I knew so much about his work.
When did you first find out he was alive?
The day you left?
Just before you and I were to leave Paris together. He was sick. He needed me. You'll see that he gets out. And then he'll have his work, all that he's been living for. I ran away from you once. I can't do it again.
Oh.
He was looking at you, kid.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna say that again.
I wish
at some point.
Love you so much.
Of the meeting.
I will help you immediately.
Those two are up there and he's down here.
Come up here a minute.
Yes, I come.
I want you to take Miss Lund home.
It's nothing, just a little cut. We had to get through a window.
Oh, this might come in handy.
Might as well question why we breathe. If we stop breathing, we'll die. If we stop fighting our enemies, the world will die. Each of us has a destiny, for good or for evil. First evening I came into this cafe, I knew there was something between you and Ilsa.
I think everybody who saw these two knew.
I ask you as a favor to use the letters to take her away from Casablanca. I'm also a human being. Yes, I love her that much.
We have a warrant for your arrest.
On what charge?
Oh, Laszlo, is he going to die? What's gonna... Victor can't go to America. Rick can't go to America. You can help Laszlo go.
Ricky, I'd advise you not to be too interested in what happens to Laszlo. Well, you might do it simply because you don't like Strasser's looks. As a matter of fact, I don't like him either.
Yes, I have the letters. I intend using them myself. I'm taking a friend with me.
What friend?
Ilse Lund.
Why are you still interested in what happens to Laszlo?
I'm not.
What makes you think we want to hold you?
Ilse's Laszlo's wife. You could get something really big, something that would chuck him in a concentration camp for years. I'll arrange to have Laszlo come there to pick up the letters of transit, and that'll give you the criminal grounds on which to make the arrest.
No way.
But you were never interested in any woman.
She isn't just any woman.
You're not actually going to do that.
And by the way, call off your watchdogs when you let them go. I don't want them around this afternoon.
Shall we draw up papers, or is a handshake good enough?
Certainly not good enough, but since I'm in a hurry, it'll have to do. And don't forget you owe Rick's 100 carton of American cigarettes.
I shall remember to pay it to myself.
I should remember to pay it to myself. That was good. She does get on a plane at the end with somebody. I'm just so hoping that he's like double crossing with the captain. He's not really just gonna sabotage Victor like that. I'm really hoping that's not gonna happen.
I was informed just as Laszlo was about to leave the hotel, so I knew I'd be on time. Tell me, when we searched the place, where were they?
Sam's piano?
Victor thinks I'm leaving with him. Haven't you told him?
No, please trust me.
Victor Laszlo? Victor Laszlo, you're under arrest. Thank...
Not so fast, Louis.
Under the circumstances, I will sit down.
You call the airport and let me hear you tell them. And remember, this gun is pointed right at your heart.
That is my least vulnerable spot.
Oh my god.
Is that the airport? Huh? This is Captain Renault speaking.
Oh my god, he's so smart.
Hello?
He is
Hello?
so smart.
Have a squad of police meet me at the airport at once. At once, do you hear?
Richard should have dialed the number himself and then gave it to him.
Find Mr. Laszlo's luggage and put it on the plane.
Yes, sir. And the names are Mr. and Mrs. Victor Laszlo.
But why my name, Richard?
You're getting on that plane with Victor where you belong.
But Richard, no one.
Now, you've got to listen to me. 9 chances out of 10, we'd both wind up at a concentration camp. Isn't that true, Louis? If that plane leaves the ground and you're not with him, you'll regret it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life. We'll always have Paris.
Aww.
Where I'm going, you can't follow. What I've got to do, you can't be any part of. Someday you'll understand that.
Oh wow.
He's looking at you, kid.
See, I knew he was gonna help them, but I thought he was... Oh, they only have 2 papers, so all 3 of them can't go, and he can't go to America anyway. Oh.
She did her best to convince me that she was still in love with me. For your sake, she pretended it wasn't, and I let her pretend.
I understand.
Get out of here, quickly.
Welcome back to the fight. Are you ready, Ilsa?
Yes.
Yes, I'm ready.
Oh, Rick. What's gonna happen to him? Nothing good.
Well, I was right. You are a sentimentalist.
Thanks for helping me out.
I suppose you know this isn't going to be very pleasant for either of us, especially for you. Victor Laszlo is on that plane.
I would advise you not to interfere.
I was willing to shoot Captain Renault, and I'm willing to shoot you.
He would definitely shoot you.
Hello.
Shoot him.
Put that phone down.
Get
Shoot
me
him.
the radio tower.
Put it down.
That made me happy.
Major Strasser has been shot.
He's not gonna tell them about the plane.
Round up the usual suspects.
Oh my god! Oh, I love this guy so much. He is so good. I like that. I really like that. Well, of course, it's easier for him because Major Strasser is dead. If he was alive, then he would have no chance but to arrest him.
You become a patriot. It might be a good idea for you to disappear from Casablanca for a while.
You still owe me 10,000 francs.
And that 10,000 francs should pay our expenses.
Our expenses?
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Oh, I love this so much. That ending was so amazing. I was so scared that they were going to end it with Rick was going to be in such, like, he was going to be sent to concentration camps or something. Like, if Strasser was alive, he would have done bad things. He would have made both of their lives miserable, especially Rick. But because Rick shot him, you know, Louis, he didn't have to arrest him because it was Strasser who would have made him arrest him. I loved it so much. The ending was so good. When he was doing all those things and it felt like he was gonna be, you know, like backstabbing Victor, I didn't want to believe that. I knew he was planning something else and they were just showing this. He's saying all those things, but he's planning something else. I knew that. But that entire thing with him telling her to get on the plane, that scene was so emotional and it was just so good. Oh, I loved it. When he was saying his goodbye, when he was telling her why she should leave, that scene was so good. I almost started crying at that scene. And I was really scared something bad was going to happen to him, but it just ended so beautifully. It just ended... I thought I was going to cry at the end of this, but I'm just so happy. It just ended so nicely. And now that I've seen the ending, I kind of remember the SNL sketch. In the beginning, she was saying, "No, Richard, I want to stay with you, Richard." But then I think he starts talking about how terrible their life would be together. They might be sent to the concentration camps or something. He said those things, like he said those things here. He said something like that. J.K. Simmons, I think, he says something like that. And then she's like, no, Richard, I should go, Richard. I want to watch that SNL skit again. I saw it years ago and I still have that no, Richard stuck in my head. I didn't know about refugees in Casablanca. Everything else was definitely fiction. There is no doubt. I got confused when I heard Victor Laszlo because I kept thinking I've heard that name somewhere. And maybe this character is based on a real person, but I only saw it when Harry Met Sally like 10, 12 days ago, so maybe when they were talking about this movie, maybe they were saying Victor Laszlo, that's why I know the name. But there wasn't anything confusing, anything I won't be able to understand or stuff like that. They explained the Casablanca situation that they were showing very nicely in the beginning of the movie. They explained it in such good details. Nobody would be confused about what's going on. I think that ending is why this movie is as popular as it is, because it was so powerful. I still can't get over the emotions that I felt when he was saying goodbye to Ilsa. It's just, that was so emotional. And then they turned things around because we were very, I assume everybody else was also very scared for Richard at the end about what's going to happen to him when that plane takes off. So when Strasser dies and Louis just says, round up the usual suspects and all that, and you realize, oh, this is going to end nicely. And then they're on the same team now and, you know, beginning of a beautiful friendship, just the way they ended this. It's just so good. So good. And the actress, Ingrid Bergman, I just looked up her name. And she's been in so many movies. I knew that. I've seen her in Notorious. I saw Notorious a long time ago, not on this channel, on my own. And I just loved her in that movie. We didn't see like so much of Victor. We saw him enough to know that he's pretty awesome, pretty badass, and loves his wife a lot. But, you know, they didn't give him the kind of screen time they did to Richard and Ilsa that I was feeling more emotionally connected to them, but they showed us enough to root for Victor too. And I was just thinking who she's going to end up with because they're both pretty awesome. They both love her a lot, and she looks like she loves both of them too. I want to watch When Harry Met Sally again now, because I remember now they were talking about who she should choose at the end from Victor and Richard. These two, they were having a discussion, and both of them, Harry and Sally, they liked different person and gave their reasons for why she should be with this person or that person. I kind of want to watch that scene again to see what they were talking about. This made me want to watch that movie again too. I just want to know what they were talking about, so I'm going to watch that movie again too. And this was really good. Thank you so much for watching this with me. I hope you enjoyed watching this with me. I really loved this movie. I loved it so much. And if you had a good time, then please go ahead, like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you soon.